Yes, it could. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Leonard.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, I can't relax in bed with him. All right? I just can't do it. I can't relax in bed with him. Dear Stephen Shirley, my husband drives me nuts in the bed, but not in a good way. He's 72 and I'm 68 years old. We've been married for 22 years and it's both of our second marriage. He has asthma, so I give him a breathing treatment most nights, but that doesn't help his wheezing all night. We have to keep the air down in our bedroom because if he gets hot, it gets worse. I said all of that to say that we can't have sex without him getting hot, and then the wheezing starts. He's 6'7", and I'm 5'7", and our bed doesn't fit him, and he's too cheap to get a king-size bed. So he's usually balled up next to me, or his feet hang off the sides or the bottom, which pulls the cover off me. His old bones twitch at night, and his reflexes cause him to hit me sometimes. I hate to add this because it's gross, but let's just say he shouldn't eat dairy because he does, and I pay for it when he's asleep. It's almost every night now that I'm getting hit with a stink bomb. I cannot relax in the bed with him. Even having sex is challenging since he started taking his pills. I want to sleep in another room, but I don't want to leave him overnight because his breathing is very tricky some nights. Yesterday, he heard me talking to my sister about not resting well at night, and he got offended because he knows he's the problem. If he just take his asthma medicine, stop eating cheese pizza, and exercise regularly, the doctor said a lot of the issues will go away. I'm starting to think he doesn't care if I sleep. Should I threaten to leave him if he won't change? Well, you never know. You might have to, but I would say first, you know, get a king size mattress. I mean, it's ridiculous that one of the reasons your nights are so uncomfortable for you is that his big 6'7" butt is sleeping in a queen size bed, hanging over the bed. That's crazy. You said he's too cheap to get one. That is very, very selfish because you live and sleep there too. So why can't you just go get a mattress? I mean, don't let his stubbornness make you this uncomfortable anymore. This is crazy. The good news is that this situation is fixable. I mean, he's really stubborn. He sounds ornery and everything, but you're both adults, you know. Don't talk to him though. Don't talk to your sister about him, I should say. You got to talk to him about this because this is a serious situation. A good night's sleep is everything. You got to talk to him about his asthma. You got to talk to him about the wheezing. You got to talk to him about the pizza, the stink bombs, ew, all of it. And then let him know that his health is important, and it not only affects him, it affects you and everyone around him. Right now, he's in his feelings because he heard you talking to his sister about him. So, you know, you got to try to get through to him. Like I said, start with the sleeping arrangements, the king size mattress. You don't really need his permission to get a mattress. And if he gets mad, don't worry, he'll get over it after you both get a much needed good night's sleep. Steve?
Subject, I can't relax in bed with him. The next statement after this, the response to your entire letter is, I can't take this no more.
Alright, I cut it off because Steve could be real long-winded, and I'm not trying to make this video super long. Either way, I don't know. It's like they're older. They've been together for 20-something years. She's fed up, basically, because this, I'm sure it's not new. I'm sure it's not an overnight thing. I'm sure it's been going on for at least a year. I'm going to assume at least a year. I do agree that they need to buy a new bed, but it's not just a mattress. Like, you got to buy a mattress. You got to buy a bed frame. So I get it, the cheapness. But, you know, you can do it if you want. You know, if you really wanted to, you make it work. But he just seems like he doesn't want to. So I wouldn't suggest she just go buy it. Like she said, she needs to talk to him, but that's one thing that she needs to talk to him about first before she does it. Especially being that he's reluctant to do so. I feel like her buying it would just cause more friction. I don't think that she flat out talks about him. I think if she's on the phone with her sister and she says, "Oh, I didn't get sleep last night," he just knows it's him. You know what I mean? So I don't see anything wrong with that. She didn't get sleep last night. She's allowed to say it. If he feels some kind of way because he knows it's his fault, then he would do something to fix that. Long story short, I agree. She should definitely talk to the man, but it's like a lot of stuff. Like, he's a grown ass man, and the fact that he doesn't do things to change these things, like eating dairy, taking his asthma medication, the fact that he's not doing these things, he just don't give a fuck. And at this point, he's like a child, because why do I have to beg an adult or have a conversation with an adult to take care of himself, especially when it's affecting me? I'm not going to talk to you about this shit over and over and over and over and over and over. And I shouldn't have to. If you have asthma, take your fucking medicine. If you hanging over the bed, you need a bigger bed. If dairy bothers you, then don't eat it. So the breathing is tricky, but he going to have to get one of them shits that you put on that alerts you when your breathing gets fucked up, because I'm not sleeping in there. So I don't know about anybody else, but he has some kind of med alert or some shit happening, because if I can't sleep, I'm not staying in there. And if he feels some kind of way that I'm not staying in there, then maybe he'll do something to change that. So I don't know. Y'all can tell me what y'all think, but honestly, I feel like it's her health or his, and he's purposely choosing not to take care of his health. So I'm not losing sleep for that. Sorry, I get it, but I don't. Y'all could help me understand, maybe. Tell me what y'all think.